Time because we're faced with the possibility of the county coming in and taking over a countywide police and fire program. So let's look for a moment at the history of Camden County and their takeovers and their merger programs. We only have to look at the recycling program to see that, oh, that didn't work right. We can look at the county police department as it stands today, and we find that they have been laying off police officers. They have been turning over the responsibility of reviewing and rounding through the parks. They've turned that over to the local police. They've been laying off 911 operators. They laid off county prosecutors who went to court and had to get their jobs back. The county used to oversee the fire inspections. They took that away from the county, from the individual municipalities. And when they found out that they couldn't afford it, what they did is they waited until all the municipal budgets were done, and then they dumped it back on the municipalities, so each taxpayer had to pay increases to pay for that. So the county is not very accomplished at mergers and acquisitions of departments. But again, let's imagine, we're out here in the suburbs. We have a fire department, we have a police department. But what happens when there's a two-person murder in Camden, as there was last night? And the police were late getting there because they were short-staffed. But imagine if they had to come from Gloucester Township, or Voorhees, or any place else to get to Camden. Imagine if it were the other way around. Imagine if they had to come from Camden out here, or over to Pennsauken. You see, the plan was put out there that it was going to save money. But now, after spending huge amounts of money, we realize it's not going to save money, which everyone knew except for the county freeholders. They couldn't figure out that it was not going to save money. But all that aside, money is not everything. What about public safety? What about the public safety? Each one of us is dependent on our police and fire to protect us, to protect our property. But that's not talked about. It's about money. Well, really, it's not about money. It's about getting control and getting better power through changing the union contracts. And we can't allow that to happen. We should be focusing now on how to make up the money that's been lost in the police and fire pensions. These are people who are our protectors. They're our neighbors. They're our friends and family. And they're not going to be able to retire with a pension that they've paid into. Now, our present governor has done a good job in stopping the seepage of their pension funds, but we're not going to be able to put the money back, to make them whole. So having the county come in and decide, let's change this, let's make a merger, let's get rid of half of the existing police, let's bring back only 49%, which is what their agreement is supposed to produce, at a lower salary. What happens to all those people who have put in their 20 years? What happens to those people who have 1, 2, 3 years left to retire and they're let go? We have to think about these things. The police and fire contracts are important. They're not out of control at this point. And there are others that we need to, that are arguments with the governor and his cases, but this is not it. This is not one of them. The county cannot afford to take over the police department. Not the Camden Police Department, and not any police department. If two local police departments want to merge, that's fine. And if two large ones want to merge, that's fine. That's an option that the taxpayers in those towns decide to do. But our county has not proven it has the ability now, with almost $40 million in the hole and having increased your property taxes 8 cents after promising they wouldn't. These are the people who are out there telling you that it's okay. It's going to be okay. Trust us. That's never worked in the past. It's not going to work now. Trust us. We have got to look seriously at the people we put into office. And I know all of you are going to vote for us, so I'm not excited about that concept. What I'm excited about is the fact that each one of you represents a whole bunch of other people. And we have to get out to those people, knock on their doors, shake their hands, talk to them, answer their questions, and ask them questions. Do they expect things to get any better with the same people in power again? And what are they doing? Are they willing to make that effort to listen to the individual, to give the candidate an opportunity, and let's make some change? There's still 5 people on the Freeholder Board. When Josh and I are in, there's still 5 people there. So let's see what these 2 people can do. Let's grab them by the collar, because that's what we're going to do. And let's shake them. Let's get their eyes open that what they're doing to the residents of Camden County is wrong. It's selfish, it's greedy, it's inappropriate, it's flat out wrong. And in some cases, it's criminal. But because they controlled the prosecutor's office, there's not a whole lot of effort to focus on it. Well, those things will change. So I'm telling you on behalf of Josh Rocks, myself, my family, my team, friends, all of you, we have to leave here tonight, and not right away because there's plenty of food. We have to leave here tonight with the intent of talking to our neighbors, not just mentioning it, oh, you need to go vote. We need to tell them who to vote for. We need to tell our friends who to vote for. We need to tell our family members who to vote for. We need to go to people who babysit for us, our dog walkers, our paper boys, the car wash, everybody, every opportunity you have, you need to tell people who to vote for. Union leaders need to talk to their members. We need your help. We need people out there on election day knocking on doors, walking, talking to people, giving rides. All those things are valuable. You need to even go to the people who you think don't like you. And you need to talk to them. Because I guarantee you they're having some of the same problems, and you need to let them know who they need to vote for. And I pray that we're all on the same page here, because I believe that as freeholders, Josh and I will make inroads that have not been made in a long time. I think it's 23 years since we've had any serious number of Republicans on the Freeholder Board. So all the problems that exist today, they can blame everybody. Oh, Bush did this. Bush wasn't in office in Camden County 23 years ago. They can argue about whatever they want. The reality is the same party and the same people have been in power and created this mess for the last 23 years. It's time to stop. Thank you.